On January 31st, 2018, Amtrak train number 923, the Congressional Special, was following the route normally used by Amtrak's Cardinal. The train was carrying a group of politicians and lawmakers from the Republican Party and Washington, D.C. Union Station to an every year treatment at the Greenbrier in Whitesand Springs, West Virginia. The train had two Amtrak P-42 DC locomotives with Amtrak Heritage Unit 145 leading and Amtrak No. 4 in the rear. Meanwhile, a garbage truck which was operated by Time Disposal was run across a level crossing in Lintown Road in Crozet, Virginia. But some cars were blocking the way for the garbage truck to go. But it gets even worse that the Amtrak train came into view. The engineer saw the garbage truck and tried to hit the brakes, but however, it was too little and too late to stop in time. The Amtrak train struck the left rear of the garbage truck at 11:16 a.m. The collision caused the truck to rotate counterclockwise and collided into a railroad signal box next to the tracks. The body of the garbage truck sheared from the cab, and the garbage truck's two passengers were ejected. The collision even derailed the lead engine of Amtrak 923. According to an Ambernath County Police Department statement, 28-year-old passenger Christopher Foy died. He has been identified by some as the driver. Another passenger was airlifted in critical condition, and the truck driver was taken to the hospital in serious condition. 3 passengers and 3 Amtrak crew members reported minor injuries. Several Republicans on the train made a statement on the scene to media outlets. Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky described the incident as
loud and surprising. Some minor bumps and bruises in this car. We saw debris go by the left side of the train. The part of the truck we can see was decimated. Very relieved when the train came to a stop and still on the tracks.
16 injured people were taken to the University of Virginia Medical Center in Charlottesville. The hospital reported that one of the injured was in critical condition. One member of Congress, Representative Jason Lewis from Missouri, was taken to the hospital for a concussion. He was treated and released and rejoined the group at the retreatment in the early evening. The remainder of the train was then moved back to Charlottesville Union Station when passengers were transported to waiting buses to continue their journey to Greenbrier. But people are wondering, how could a train versus truck accident happen like this, and why? The crash was investigated by multiple agents, with the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB for short, serving as the lead investigation agency. The Federal Road Administration, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Ambernath County Police Department, Amtrak, and the Buckingham Branch Railroad, who operates the rail line with CSX Transportation, assisting in the NTSB in the investigation. On February 21st, 2018, the NTSB published its report on the accident. It says that the train was traveling around 61 miles an hour when the engineer applied the train's air brakes when he saw the garbage truck. Witnesses said that the crossing gates were already down when the truck entered the crossing. According to the lead's locomotive face camera, which was mounted in the front, by the time the crossing came into view, the truck was already in the crossing. After completing their investigation, the Ambernath County Police Department announced on June 8, 2018 that the driver of the truck driver, Dana William Nora Jr., had been indicated by Ambernath County Grand Judge on one account of violent manslaughter of the death of the truck passenger, Christopher Foy. Nero was also charged on one account of maybang while driving under the influence for causing permanent physical injury to Dennis Eddy, who was also a passenger in the garbage truck. The substitute that Naylor was accused for being under the influence of was not named in the announcement. A judge found Naylor not guilty of violent manslaughter, but he still faced civil suit files by people who were on board the train. In the end, Amtrak 145 was removed from the accident site, and then on February 1st, Amtrak 145 was taken back to Washington, D.C., and then was transferred to the Beach Grove shops in Indiana to be repaired, and a year later, it returned to service. Amtrak number 4 was undamaged and quickly put back into service. The 2 Amtrak locomotives continue to be in service as of today. 3 years have passed since the crash, but sadly, more trains versus truck accidents occur, but hopefully an accident like this can never happen again.